All right, boom, we're back. Squeeze the Neck podcast with my new mate, Fifth Degree, hear it, Fifth Degree, Jiu Jitsu black belt. I pronounced this properly.
Let's
Eduardo Azevedo.
Yes.
Good, Bosh.
Yeah,
Thanks for doing this, mate. I
That's great.
appreciate you. So we are Sheppey Fight Club. I've got a lot of names to remember here, so bear with me. Sheppey Fight Club. We're at Jutopia Jutopia Camp.
Camp.
Yeah,
Jutopia
I got that right.
Camp,
Jutopia
yes,
Camp, which I'm very grateful to be down. Great class with you this morning in the gi.
Thank
Believe it or
you.
not, I was in the gi.
Thank you.
No gi this evening with the boys, but as I say, thanks for doing this, mate. Before we do into anything too deep, for anyone who doesn't know, who are you?
My name is Eduardo Azevedo. I'm 5th degree black belt, so I'm in training for 32 years. Black belt for 22 years too. 32 training, 22 years black belt, something like that. Maybe quite too old to remember everything, and that's it. It's still survive.
Just surviving. I think you're doing more than surviving. The class we had earlier was top notch. If you ever get the chance, hit this man up. But where are you from originally, mate? I'm assuming Brazil.
Yeah, I'm from Brazil. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I think it's the capital of Jiu Jitsu, in my opinion. When everything's starting, everything's began. Jiu Jitsu against another martial arts. You have how to spread out for another states, how to spread out to another countries, whereas the Jiu-Jitsu really spread out for everywhere in the world.
And what got you into Jiu-Jitsu? Was this like a cultural thing? Does everyone do Jiu-Jitsu where you're from?
Yeah, from where I'm from, it's more like a lifestyle.
Right, yeah, that's
lifestyle. It's almost everyone there. Not almost everyone there, but the guy do a Jiu-Jitsu, surfing, and do cycle. And doesn't matter how good or bad, it's good to be on the mat. Almost all my friends, for example, is a black belt. My big friends, like 30 years of relationship, is a black belt. 30 years, 40 years relationship with me, friendship with me, is a black belt. So it's a natural for us. You know, I don't know where I was born, like there, is the lifestyle. Normally you're looking for to be around people similar you. So exactly how I live, you know.
Mm-hmm. And because for me, like when I was really young, like football was king in England, right? I'm assuming because when I was a kid, Brazil was the top. I'm giving away my age a little bit here, but Brazil was the team, you know what I mean? So I'm assuming you played football as a kid as well.
Yeah, no more.
No more?
No, in my opinion, the football is over there. It's gone.
Really?
Yeah. It's a different generation.
Right. R9 was my generation.
Yeah.
Ronaldo was the guy.
Oh, yeah.
The real Ronaldo, by the way. Not Cristiano, the real Ronaldo.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's running different now. I think the blood is, the people forget, you know.
Really?
In there, no beer. So, like, I think everywhere, things get more easy. As soon as you get more sports, people forgot to why the reasons to be there, really. How the reason they play football to win from his country. Sometimes people, in my time, you fighting for your team, for your flag.
Right.
Now the guys no worries too much about it anymore.
That's it, because I want to talk about football as we go on, but we get back to Jiu-Jitsu for now.
Let's see.
Obviously now, 5th degree, you're a real high level, but like, what's interesting when I speak to people that have been doing Jiu-Jitsu for a long time, it's either they were good straight away or they were bad straight away, and they loved it so much that they carried on. Was you one of them too or not?
No, the Jiu-Jitsu, something's coming to you.
Right.
It's coming to you. Someone take the Jiu-Jitsu very quick. Like months you can see, whoa, he's good. Someone's take quite a while to take, but as soon as take, his can be good. I think the dedicate beat the talents. If the guy dedicates as much as you can, beat a talent. Someone have a talent, how he got so easy, he don't give so how much it don't give so much prize about it.
Yeah,
you know, or they want to dedicate more and they work harder for it. They do something else more than the other one, and he gonna find jiu-jitsu the same. Just everyone has your one time.
Yeah.
That's I believe.
And how long into Jiu-Jitsu did Jiu-Jitsu become your life? Because now, obviously, we'll get onto it. You got your own school. You come to England.
Yeah.
You're fifth degree, so it's a hell of a lot of dedication. Like, at what point in the journey did you like sort of fall for it?
Yeah, I'm not a kind of guy to try make it like makeups, like you said. Jiu-Jitsu, if you can be good now with one bad teacher, because you have so much information on the web. If you have a good teacher from beginning, that guy help you to point where you have to go, what you have to do. You know, I have few teachers before didn't show me what I have to do, how I feel a little bit stuck. Now it's how I consider it my master. My master, I choose him in 1990. After the words, I think myself, this guy is gonna be my master one day. Right. And only 2011, I start training with him. Ooh, okay. I'm a red black belt for 7 years in 2011, and I think I'm good because I make my team champion, my student champion in Jiu Jitsu, no gi, MMA. And as soon as I met him, I feel like a white belt. I feel like a white belt. So I met few guys before, very good. I can say the names or not, but he's a good guys. Léo Vieira, Ricardo Vieira. You know, I met few guys before. But my master, who I consider my master, is make me see the different scenario of Jiu-Jitsu.
Who is your master?
It's my master is Alexandre Paiva, Gigi.
Okay.
Nice. I'm not enjoy the same team than him now. I'm in Checkmate, but Checkmate coming from his team from Alliance. And now I consider it, of course, I consider it a lot Ricardo, a lot Léo Vieira. And now he can still give my stripe, but who's teach me, who's make me feeling how the Jiu-Jitsu lifestyle, how this. I talk about food, I talk about rest, I talk about training, mental, healthy, to be good for training, is a Gigi, is a Alexandre Paiva.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like when you find someone that you know is the right person to follow, it's natural, right? I've had experiences like this myself.
Unbelievable. Like I said, I start training for him. I'm already 7 years black belt. I think I was good. As soon as I believe it, if I start training with him since the first day, since I'm a white belt, how good I can be. Definitely my life's gonna be different. That's it, because he's the kind of guy, he can point what you have to do, what you have to eat, how you have to do to get better. How he makes so many world champions.
It's a mystery.
Exactly. But like I said, you can be good if your teacher is not good enough. You can, but you have to choose what you have to watching, who is gonna training. You know, you have to just take a look about it. That's it. Yeah. You know, you have to work a little bit more harder than if you have someone to say what you have to do.
Right. But like you touched on nowadays there's so much information. It becomes easy, doesn't it? You know, like there's people. When I was a white belt, when I first started Jiu-Jitsu, someone on the mat said something, asked the teacher a question, blah blah blah, and he said, "Who's your teacher? Where did you learn this?" And he said, "YouTube." And then, like,
this hurt me in my ears. You know, sometimes in my opinion, YouTube, in my opinion, you have to see the fights. Fights. Choose someone you like. Choose someone has a similar type of your body, similar weight. Doesn't matter which belt. Of course, if you can see black belts, I think it's gonna be the best. And because as soon as you see the position, you don't know how many times the guy is edition. You don't know how many times, you don't know the time of the position, you don't know the angle, you don't know the momentum, you don't know nothing. You just saw the position, sometimes you look fancy, but really work.
Yeah.
You see someone do this in the competition. So think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. You know what I mean?
It's interesting you say that because as well, the more experience I get, it'd be interesting to hear your opinion too. A lot of jiu-jitsu is feeling, right? You know what I mean? You can show me something, but I've got to feel it before I can sort of really make sense of it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes, for example, I come to the camp yesterday, today. I don't think which position I'm gonna show. I really don't think. I have to check the class first. Who's in the class? I have to show one position, make everyone happy, from the white belt to a black belt. You know what I mean? And that's I try. I don't know if I can reach this. I hope I can. I hope everyone can pick anything I show to improve his game. I hope that. That's I do it. That's I try.
Well, I think you did from, like, obviously I've only trained with you once, right? But today, from what you was teaching, was very simple, to the point.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, bam.
Yeah.
No overcomplicating things.
I start for one subject. I start for something else. From there, the next move gonna change little thing. Next move, another one, another one. In the end, you have everything over there.
Yeah.
You have there. You make it points. You put your score high. You control the guy, and you easy submission. My game is control hard, submission easy. That's my point. How I try. Put pressure, control, squeeze, don't give space, don't step back. If I spar or fight with someone, and in the end, the guy didn't tap, in my opinion, he's a very good, because I always go for submission. That's the real jiu-jitsu, I believe in.
Yeah, well, again, my school is under Helio Seneca. You know Helio Seneca? Of course, right? Of course, silly question, but you know.
Yeah, of course.
So he said something at a seminar once when I was maybe a blue belt, but I think maybe a white belt, around that time, right? And he said something, he said, listen, there's white belts in this room that do more moves than me. I think he said 5. I'm butchering it, tell me, Helio. But it was like 5 moves I just do them really well. And he was trying to sort of drum home that jiu-jitsu is simple. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, it's nice to hear about Helio Soneca. Helio Soneca is an idol in my state.
Okay.
Not just in the jiu-jitsu. In the night, party, you know what I mean?
I can believe it.
Yeah. I don't know if he remember, because I was a low belt.
Yeah.
He was a black belt long time. He's a coral belt now.
Yeah.
But I saw he fighting too in the woods in Rio. Good kataguruma, good takedown, and good pressure, man. Very Soneca. Yeah. My respect.
Bosh, hopefully we get you on here one day. But yeah, always good experience. Like with him, he with his seminars, from whenever I've experienced it, it doesn't, like I say, it doesn't overcomplicate things.
No,
do this. Next we had a little bit, before you know it, it's like, fuck, okay, we've come a long way here.
Yeah, for example, you have some world champions, they have like 2 positions.
Yeah.
And world champions, 2 positions, but many variations from that.
Yeah, of course, right.
Many variations from that, you know, and that's it. You have to, whatever you're doing, try to do the best as you can, and try to be better 1% a day. That's how and open your mind.
Yeah.
Open your mind to learning. Open your mind. I still learn. I learn with white belts.
Well, that's a good point as well. And like we all know this, people get to jiu-jitsu at a certain level. Maybe purple belt's normally that point I've seen, is where it's like they don't really learn much more. They try and not get tapped. They shut down, but they're not as open-minded as they used to be. Whereas, like for example, if you get a blue belt, you see guys going all kinds of crazy shit because they don't care. Their ego's not at that level yet. Do you know what I mean? But it's like it's difficult to sort of come out of shells, and we're all guilty of it. Don't get me wrong. I've had roles where it's like, right, I'm not getting tapped today. But I think to develop, it's like from doing your session earlier and the boys later on today, it's very simple things that it's just like this, then this, then this, boom, and now work your own way off of it.
Yeah, my job is coming down here today or yesterday, show like a simple things, and show something maybe you never see, or maybe you do, and make you certificate this work. That's I do, you know. That's I try. I try because sometimes I saw my game in someone, but I can't translate this. I can't show this by position, but I saw someone show the position. Say, oh, I do that. And the guy create the scenario exactly the scenario I do, but I never building this before I show to someone.
I understand.
You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry about my English, I try my best.
No, mate, your English is better than mine. Don't worry about that. For sure, people complain more about my accent than the guests, so don't worry about that. But like, you've got your own school in London, right? So before we get to that and stuff like that, what brought you to England originally from Rio?
Yeah, I've been here before since 2003
Oh, you have a long
to
time.
2011.
Right.
2011, I moved into Brazil. How I met Gigi.
Right.
From 2011 to end of 2018, I'm staying in Brazil. So I stayed there 7 years.
Yep.
And I come back in 2019.
And what brought you here in the first place in 2003?
2003, it's no good story properly. I was in Portugal, I was teaching Portugal. I teach in 3 gyms over there. I have 2 different jobs over there, you know. And someone from my ex-wife family convinced us to come into UK.
Oh, right.
As soon as I come in, nothing work like I think. And I have to work in different jobs, blah, blah, blah. And all my life I have 2 free jobs.
Okay.
Jiu-Jitsu and plus 1 more job or another one.
Yeah.
Only in the last 2.5 years I work with only Jiu-Jitsu.
Brilliant, man.
It's a big mistake, trust me.
Oh, really?
I can tell, believe it, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Should have done it before.
Of course.
Yeah.
100%.
So I had someone on before. I don't know if you know Neto Nunes.
Oh yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
The Gauntlet, shout out Neto, great guest, great story, and his story was incredible. I won't tell it. Go and watch the episode because he'll tell it better than me. But you know how he came to England, how he was in, I believe it was France first, etc.
Yeah.
All different places, the hardship he had to go to, finding a gym, blah blah. There's a lot of these stories out there, is what I mean, right? And like
Exactly.
when people, because I think you just said it a little bit. You correct me if I'm wrong. It's like when people commit to jiu-jitsu. It's the commitment part of it in terms of this is what I'm going to do now. Was that when it became easier for you?
Yeah, it's the life works different. Now, someone you listen the wrong person.
Right.
That's it. I don't want to say this, but follow your feelings.
Right.
That's my opinion. Follow your feelings. Believe it and go for it. But believe more than everyone. Do something different more than everyone. Believe and stay in your bed doesn't work, man. Doesn't work. The only one get the money on the bed. I can't explain. I don't want to say, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So man, wake up and do something more. Do something more different than someone else, than everyone.
So did you get your black belt in England?
I got my black in England.
In England, yeah.
Yeah, I got my black belt in England from Ricardo. From Ricardo. And Léo Vieira supposed to be coming down, but he feel something, you know, the stomach. He was in Sweden. Just Ricardo coming. Yeah, I got my black belt together with Rodrigo Brucutu, the Rodrigo Cabral. He's the Take's teacher.
Yeah.
Take's brother's teacher in Texas. So it's a good day. Me and him is a big friend of me. That's it. From there, try show what I have. That's it. That's my life.
It's good, isn't it? It's nice to hear these kind of things because the reason I ask about England because 2004, I think you said you got your black belt, yeah?
Yeah.
So in England in 2004, obviously I was in England in 2004, but if someone said to me at that time, Jiu-Jitsu, I'd have gone, huh? What is Jiu-Jitsu? Like, what was the scene like in England? I'm assuming not much here, right?
No much. In England, in this time, you can count in how many black belts. You know, I remember, of course, Mauricio Gomes. I don't know if Roger is already get black belts. I don't know if he's from 2003 or early 2004. I really don't remember. Roger Brooklyn, where I train. Roger Brooklyn. He's a English name, but he's Brazilian.
Right.
Zé Marcelo. I don't remember nobody anymore.
Where was this? In London we're talking?
In London.
Yeah.
In London.
From when I started jiu-jitsu, obviously a lot after this, but like people were saying like, they used to say back in the day, you know, my day, all this kind of stuff. It was like very separate, right? Like different schools didn't want to touch each other.
Yeah. They talk each other, but it's quite separate. Now it's more. Now you can see the clubs everywhere now.
Yeah, every street.
Every street now it's okay. I think you still have so many people to do it. It's still people. I think you have to try sell the benefits of jiu-jitsu, the investments you do for yourself, for your life, you know, and how you reach this, how you can sell this for people. That's I believe, you know.
Because as well, what I've noticed in my time doing jiu-jitsu is like there was
What
kids.
time you started?
2014.
Okay.
So when I started, there was kids on the mat that were 6, and now they're 16, 17, and like you get to see the journey. Do you know what I mean? Like when I started. Not always, don't get me wrong. When I went, there was always colour belts, there was black belts on the mat, but like a lot of classes you'd turn up to and it'd be like, oh, it's a blue belt, fucking hell, like, oh. And this is obviously a lot after your time. Like, was it quite separate in terms of like there was black belts and then there was everyone else when you was here in England?
No, almost. You have one black belt.
Yeah.
You have, I don't know, many blue, many whites, one purple, 2 purples, and
Yeah, right.
one brown. Me, another guy, that's at that time, 2003.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
In Brazil, for example, 2011, I was teaching, I have 15, 20 black belts. It's quite difficult for me. I'm start teaching the beginnings because from 2012 to 2019, I just teaching high level.
Right.
High level, no? Because for white belt, blue belts, I have someone to teach.
It's almost like teaching a different sport, isn't it? Sometimes, like when
Yeah.
you're teaching beginners versus more advanced people, because you get to teach.
You have to teach. No, for this kind of class, you show the position 1, 2 times, you turn it off and go.
Yeah.
The guy, you don't have to explain. They know. They reading.
Right.
For beginners, you have to explain more. You have to show. Sometimes in the class, I have to show 5, 7 times.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what's interesting. You mentioned it earlier. It was MMA. Did you ever fight MMA yourself?
No, I never did.
But you've been around it, I'm assuming.
I trained so many guys. I didn't train MMA. I don't like to say this because I would like it.
Yeah.
How I listen.
Yep.
No, I listen. I have to hear my ex-wife at the time and my mom because I lost 2 brothers.
Okay.
And now one for heart attack or the one gets shot in Brazil.
Okay.
So and my mom said to me, please don't fight. Because she's scared to something bad happen with me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so how I have to step back from my dream because I come in before Jiu Jitsu, I did stand up.
Right.
I did the karate many years, taekwondo, boxing. So stand up for me is no a big deal.
Yeah.
Plus grounding floor. So as soon as I come to this country, I remember Cage Rage, Cage Royals,
Right,
blah, blah, blah.
Cage Rage.
I saw the fights, I said, but I couldn't.
But you made a promise to your mum. Did you ever think when you were in England, you're like, nah, she won't know, I'll be all right?
No, I don't lie, man. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I have to step back.
Yeah,
I prefer try be the guy to do this, do that.
Yeah.
Try be the coach.
Yeah, I understand. And did you compete a lot in Jiu Jitsu when you were younger?
No, not much because all the time in my life I'm working.
Right, of course, yeah.
That's I have to work. I come from the family is like very straight. My daddy, the man have to work. You make money, blah blah blah. And the competition is normally Saturday and Sundays. How I have to still work Saturday and Sundays. Sometimes I fight on Sundays and after the competition I have to work after. It's hard. So as soon as I come to UK, I start compete. Like Europeans, and I come back to Brazil. I start compete too after 2011. So I start compete after more in the black belt.
Right.
But I did something good.
Was it different here? The level at the time, was it a lot higher level in Brazil than when you came here?
No.
Really? I'm surprised at the time.
No. Because I met good people here.
Right.
Roger Brooklyn, they have a very good quality. They come from the same club with GG, we're coming from Checkmate too. So they teach a good sport, good things. So I didn't feel, I learned quite a few things with him. So I didn't see, I think in Brazil at that time people fight more.
Right.
Fight more. As soon as you have a good teacher, they showing the way without fight. You fight smarting.
Yeah.
You don't expose yourself too much. I give an example. I fight last year in the Euros. I'm champion in 2024. I didn't train.
Really?
I trained 10 days, because I have problems. I couldn't train, and I be there and did my job. And everyone, Eduardo, you trained for 32 years. I say, yeah, but I didn't really train. I just fight smart.
Yeah.
Fight smart. And my day, I did 4 fights, 4 submissions. So wait,
it works. It must work. Yeah.
2000. Okay, I saw the good part. This year I train. blah, blah, blah. No points. The referee gave to my opponent. So the first fight, it's happened.
So the rules are don't train, just turn up.
Exactly. Yeah, I trained hard this time. I did everything, blah, blah, blah. Everything good, and it doesn't work. So
but that's an interesting point there as well, because I think sometimes when people train, they can kind of train themselves out of what they do. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I've been on match with people, they're training like crazy, but then it's like they're almost focusing on the hard part versus the actual, like, what they're going to do. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. Sometimes you go to fighting. I have some examples. I have a big friend, Mauro Aires. He's number 3 in the whole master, number 3 or number 2 in the whole master division. So one guy 64 kilos. He's number 2 in the whole master 4. He has a problem to do the weights. 64 with gear, it's no easy. One day before check the weight, he's worried about the weight. His friend, man, let's have a beer, relax, man. Be happy. They have a beer without alcohol. Zero.
Yeah, zero. Yeah.
I never heard. I have to have alcohol. So 0-1, and he went there, world champion.
Yeah.
Let's see it. If you try do, but if you're not happy, I think you show this in your fighting.
Yeah.
Some things go wrong, so you have to do like a proper lifestyle. Work harder, do what you have to do, and be happy to do it. If you're not happy, it doesn't work.
Do you almost feel like competition day when you turn up, it's like the work's done, just be fun now, just do what you do?
I mean, I have some before competition. I do some things with my mind, with myself. For example, I try looking myself in the podium. Number 1. If I go to the petrol station to fill my tank, I'm go to the number 1.
The pump number 1.
Number one. Number 1. I'm looking to go. I'm go to the gym. You have a locker. I have to put my things on the number 1 or number 11, 2 times number 1. And how I do my mindset.
Yeah.
I think myself in the podium. I mentalize. I try concentration, everything to be the best. That's I do, and 1 hour before, 1 hour and a half before, I'm gonna be away from everyone. I warm up myself. I think in positive, blah, blah, blah. I don't like people touch me before. I don't like the warm up together in the warm up area, because the warm up area in the first round, half of people there is gonna win, half of people is gonna lose.
Yeah, it's true.
So maybe I'm gonna be in the side of the losers. Porra, I prefer be away. You know what I mean? So the image is a 50-50.
Yeah.
Maybe it sounds a little bit crazy, but let's see it.
Yeah. I mean, in some ways it sounds crazy, but it makes sense, doesn't it? When you think about it, it makes things simple.
Yeah, it makes sense. Someone, for example, for the Euros last year, I didn't train for 1 week because I hurt myself. I say, that's it. My shoulder's coming off. I say, whoa, I can't train anymore. 1 week, I never did this in my life. So I didn't train for 1 week before the fights. And good, works. For this year, I did it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So, doesn't work, and I don't see, I didn't do nothing different. Just I make some mistakes in my warm up on that this year, but it's okay. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, it's funny how you say it, because one thing I find interesting in training, some people are pure jiu-jitsu, don't do anything else, I just train jiu-jitsu. Other people need to lift weights every day, run sprints, all kind of shit like that. Like, what's your views on that? Do you have much of a strong opinion on how you should train away from the mat?
The mat. I like it. You have to try find your winner position. Winner position. What does this mean? That kind of positions, your coach know, as soon as you reach, gone, done. The guy on the bottom, the guy on top have to be very good for escape from this winner position. If you have a many winners position, I think it's the best one.
Right.
Yeah, so if you have 1, amazing. 2, 3. You know, if you have many ones, amazing. But something you have to really dedicate. You have to try play everywhere. Everywhere. But try finding where you feel like this position, as soon as I reach, is gone. The fight is gone.
Yeah. So it's more, is it, well, you tell me, is it more sort of your game becomes how to find your way to that position?
Exactly.
Exactly. That's your home base.
Exactly.
Once you get there, it's
Yeah.
over.
And feel.
Yeah.
Feel. And I'll show you there. I'm there for everything. And like in my point now, I'm in Master 4. Yeah? Last year, Master 4. So, come on. If it doesn't work like I want, it's okay. Now I want to make a friends. I want keep it win. Of course I want, of course. But sometimes it doesn't work. For the new generation, take your weakness. Your weakness you can check in the gym.
Right.
You can see, every time I make a mistake here. Let's work on here. Start from there. Don't be shy. Don't be ego. Put yourself in the hazardous position to improve.
Yeah, that's it. Because I think, again, like a little bit what I said earlier, with like when people get to purple and they don't want to get tapped, I think people lose that, don't they? They lose the sort of freedom to let you have my back and let's work from here. You know what I mean?
I tell something. I was a purple belt, of course, many years ago, 96, 97. I was a purple belt. One day, one guy asked me, Eduardo, how long you don't tap? Don't tap. I said, 2 years, including gym, my teacher, competition, 2 years don't tap. You know what the guy said to me? Your training is weak. I said, I think myself, man, nights, someone say this for you, I'm gonna fight. I say, you're right.
True.
Because if you do 3, 4, 5 rounds, you fresh, you go home, man, you really don't tap from anybody.
No.
But if you stay in the mat, do 9, 10, 11, 5, someone coming fresh, that's training.
Yeah.
Man, maybe a white belt puts you to...
Can happen, yeah.
Exactly.
And it's funny you say that because I can relate to that too. When I was a purple belt, I can remember like I haven't been tapped for ages. No one asked me, but you know when you think like, yeah, no one tapped for ages. And I had this sort of thought with my head like, maybe something's wrong here.
Exactly.
I'm the problem here. It's not because I'm good. It's because I'm not doing the right thing, innit?
You don't have no idea how many... I know how many guys don't compete and beat our world champions.
Right.
In the gym. I don't know about now.
Yeah,
I don't know about now. I talk about the old generations. You know, some guys amazing, some guy very popular in the gym. Tap for someone studying, a lawyer, but the guy has a normal job, but he cannot fight.
Yeah.
But in the mat, in the gym, they smash.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So you have to respect.
It is. Well, again, I was at a seminar once with Gary Tonin.
Okay.
And obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, top level guy. And he said, like in the gym, which was in New York at the time where he was training, he said he taps more than anyone, constantly. He always taps, always puts himself in bad spots, always did that. And again, if this finds Gary and I'm butchering it, mate, you tell me. But along those lines, he was like, I tap more than anyone because he was constantly giving position, letting him have position,
Exactly.
and working on his game. And listen, for him, it's obviously worked, right?
No, exactly. It's some trainings before. Some training before you start on that position, triangle, start on that position, not allowed to tap, or you escape or sleeping.
Yeah, right, right.
Now it doesn't work too much to do this kind of training, but before, yes. Before people train with eyes closed, without their hands, but
Really?
I talk about the old generation.
Yeah,
But,
this is how it was.
you know what I mean? So many guys don't do well in the gym, but compete very well. Some guy is the lion in the gym. As soon as go to compete, they freezing. Doesn't work.
I think that's like what you said earlier with the stress of things, right? When it's not fun for them.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
The guy maybe is one guy catch the everyone's game, but as soon as he go to compete, he freezing. You know, I don't know. It's everything can happen. In the square there, 32 square meters, everything can happen.
Anything, yeah, right.
In 10 seconds, in 2 seconds, everything can change. You know, that's it. That's my opinion. The referee can make a mistake.
Oh, easy now. That never happened, right? Never.
No, never happened, man.
Just in
Let's
time.
change the
Yeah,
subject.
well, yeah, but like you got your own school and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Where is your school?
I teach in City Cup in London. You know,
South London, right?
South London.
The
South
right side of the river, guys.
Yeah, us, you know. So City Cup 25, City Cup High Street.
Yeah.
So you have a class seven days a week,
Nice.
7 days a week. Yeah. So tomorrow is a people call the church day because the busiest day in Sunday.
Yeah. Right.
Busiest day. So that's it. I teach in here in Sheppey. I teach in Swale. I was teaching few clubs too. So that's it. Try improve, you know. Try showing up what I have. I can see still people interested about what I have.
Yeah.
Let's see how long it's going
Well,
to be.
I certainly, as I said, I only trained you once today, but it's exactly the way I like to be coached, the way I like to train. So if anyone's got the chance, please get to my man and train. But as you mentioned earlier, I can't speak to a Brazilian without talking about football, right? So easy now.
No.
But like football, when I was growing up, as I said, Brazil was the top of the top. Everyone loved Brazil. If you was playing the PlayStation, or it wasn't even a PlayStation, Nintendo at the time, right?
Exactly.
If you couldn't be England, it'd be like, fuck it, I'll be Brazil. Then, you know what I mean? Brazil was everyone's favourite second team, you know?
Exactly.
And like playing like that. The reason I say I've seen Brazilian players play up close in person, right? So I've seen Ronaldo, Cristiano, and Messi play.
Okay.
And people say, oh, who's the best player you've seen? It's neither of them two. It's a fella called Ronaldinho. You remember Ronaldinho?
Ronaldinho.
I think people forget how good he was, man. Like,
No,
by
Ronaldinho.
far, the best player I've ever seen in my life.
Romário.
I'm a bit before my time, but yeah.
94.
Yeah.
Romário got the World Cup for us by
Yeah.
himself.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, they did more than Maradona, man.
Really? More than Maradona?
He took the ball and the...
Big claims, more than Maradona.
That's it.
Really, yeah.
Romário is mental, man.
Well, we'll keep it simple. Who's the best Brazilian player you've ever seen? Romário.
Romário.
Serious? Better than Pele, better than Ronaldo?
No, it's Ronaldo Gaúcho is good too.
Yeah.
The Ronaldo Gaúcho is good too, man. Both
Yeah,
one.
the original
Brazilian
Ronaldo, R9, right?
Romário and Ronaldo Gaúcho.
He was
in
the
my
best player
opinion.
when I was a kid. Like everyone had the boots, everyone loved him, right? Like for me, that was like, don't argue, don't be stupid. Who's the best player? Shut up, don't be stupid. Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? Like when I was a kid, like this was like, and not me. I mean like my school, like that was how people viewed it and stuff like that. As I got a bit older, you know, you see like Maradona back in time. I know he's not Brazilian, but you go back in time, Maradona and all this kind of stuff, and we get to it. But before we finish today, because I always ask the most important question at the end. This is an important question, man. Like, important. It's really important.
Oh my God.
But you see that colour gi over there, the blue one? This might be a clue. Which football team you support?
My football team is support here. Fucking hell. Chelsea.
Boy, you got it.
I was living Fulham, man.
Hey, good man.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea's the I support.
Good.
it.
And back home,
Yeah.
you got a team back home? Oh,
Yeah.
we can't say? We can't say who is?
No, in home.
Yeah.
In Brazil.
Yeah, who's your team?
Vasco.
Oh, I never heard of this.
No, Vasco is against Flamengo.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the Flamengo is there using
Yeah.
with the reds and black.
Red and black stripes, the
Yeah,
famous
my
kid.
girlfriend is on that. She's not happy because she's Flamengo.
Flamengo. So we can't like this podcast can't have Flamengo.
But you're gonna change the team,
Flamengo.
no worries.
But so Chelsea, you heard the answer. But man, listen, I really appreciate it. It's
Man,
been
it's
brilliant.
my pleasure.
I always finish with a fist up like this. Squeeze the neck. Boom.
Boom.